Okay, Ken's Shaving and BSing here in another shave video. Hi Ken, how you doing? Ken serves. Anyway, welcome to the den of iniquity that is Ken's Shaving and BSing, your big shave, home of your big shave best champion as always. And the weather here sucks. It is rainy, it's gray, it's overcast. The roads aren't exactly the safest, so be careful out there if you're having weather in your areas. And I've been watching Rudd's videos as he's posting them, and he talks when he's doing his soap reviews, and he keeps mentioning Catie's Bubbles luxury cream soap formula. Well, I realized I've never used it. Well, I have it because it was on like on the Catie site last year. It was on like a markdown, almost like a clearance kind of thing. So I picked up Jour Gris, which is a gray day, based on kind of Tom Ford's Gray Vetiver. It's got a little more of a powdery note off the out of the container, and it's really soft. It is a cream. Yeah. That's another finger compression from yesterday. And I'm just going to finish it off with a little fine fresh vetiver on top of the the standard regimen that I do. Assassin brushes here. You've seen the Assassin, but for those who haven't, Game Changer knot, great handle. Distilled water in the cup. Just the MJ90 on the Razor Rock stainless steel bamboo handle. This is the A plate. Let me see if you can see the A. There, you can kind of see it there. Yeah. And this is just that crystal blade. This is going to be the third shave on it. Then I'm going to ditch it because these things hold their edge pretty well. So I've got the water warmed up out of the tap. So wet the face. Quick cube prep against the grain. And let's scoop a little out and put in the bowl here. How about that? A little more. That should be plenty. I used Connecticut Shade yesterday, which is the new luxury soap base, I believe he called it. I can't remember what he called it anyway. It's the current soap base. Alright, so let's dip the tips in the distilled water. Let's see how this lathers up. Now I'm going to assume this can take water as well. It's my long meeting day, so I definitely have to shave today. Add a little more water. Definitely go with a little more water. What do you think? Not bad? It's funny, I mentioned something about Busta, and then I'm watching Catie shaved yesterday, and he heard there he was. I don't go on Reddit and other boards like that, you know. It's just not something I want to engage in. But he does, and he says something about Busta's definitely out of the video game, which is sad. And he's selling a lot of his gear. He's probably narrowing down to just his favorite stuff. I can't imagine getting out of wet shaving completely and returning to the world of carts, but when you accumulate so much stuff, and especially if you're not making videos, unless you just love it and you just want it as a massive hobbyist, selling makes a good idea. I need to do some of the same. But it's a shame we're losing one of the, you know, titans of YouTube wet shaving. He's been off a while, came back a little in 2017, but he was at the Big Shave West. But, you know, life is life, and sad to see him go. He's a good guy. But there's a new wet shaver every day out there trying their hand at YouTube, and awesome that they do. That was like me. I mean, I'm still below 800. I'm small potatoes, but it's fun. So from the container to the face, you definitely notice the soap. It stays on the lighter edge. It's definitely that lighter cologne vetiver type. Not like a green vetiver, Guerlain type. Definitely towards your Tom Ford. Nice first pass. Been plenty of hair to remove, but I think the real problem with YouTube video making is, because I think about this, I'm in my head a lot, and it's like, so we're doing the same thing over and over, and yeah, we may have a product I want to talk about. That's why I've asked for viewer requests. I don't mind grabbing, you know, a soap I have and, you know, doing it again, or, you know, because, I mean, you got to use the products. But, you know, sometimes you just want to talk about other stuff, and for me, there's enough talking at work that people, you know, on subjects, and I don't engage them in it because, you know, there's no point. Just, you know, so I talk a lot here, just so I can burn off that energy. Now, the problem is sometimes, as you know, I can say something really stupid. And so I can see how getting bored making a shave video can be, because I don't review soaps like with the way, you know, like Ruds does with his system. I don't do brush reviews. I just like to get something and try it, you know. I just get it and try it out. Whether it's a blade, whether it's a razor, whether it's a soap. Rarely do I test off camera, except maybe a test lather or something. And I am certainly no definitive source of information. I think the old wrestler and announcer, may he rest in peace, Gorilla Monsoon, as he would describe, like Captain Lou Albano or Bobby Heenan and his heel managers, found some misinformation. Nah. Well, I mean, you just get my opinion on it, and you know, my prerequisites are I never shit on a product. I never go out of my way to take a dump. If I don't like it for whatever reason, you know, I'll list my minuses, but you also take into consideration, well, if I'm using my tap water, which is very hard, maybe I didn't follow the advice of the artisan on how to lather it, or it could have been a dud blade and definitely not the soap, or you know, there's any number of factors because it's an individual hobby. That's the one thing you always have to remember. This is an individual grooming hobby, or grooming function and a hobby in a lot of cases. So caveat everything, it's strictly opinion and not fact. I mean, fact is, you know, a soap is based on, you know, it's a take on a scent, or fact is it's got, you know, it's, let's say, a vegan formula, you know, and it has X products and, you know, X ingredients, you know, that's kind of stuff. But opinion on, you know, like residual slickness and I mean, water you're using plays a huge role in that. And do some generally give you some better qualities, maybe post-shave feel, stuff like that? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, it's very possible. Yeah, but what's one's? One's preference of post-shave feel may be different from yours. So Rudd says to him, for example, this luxury cream formula is one of his favorite soap bases, if I remember correctly, and it is very good. Easy to lather. Great slickness. I mean, I got one tiny weeper, and that's not a cut. That's from inflammation. All right. We'll rinse off here. Get the cold water. This is a very comfortable shave. Just a work-a-day shave. Hang on, I got a little spot I want to get there. Better. Alright. Get the alum block. Pretty much no feedback. A little bit coming in, of course, so it's alum sinks in, but very minimal. Especially daily shaves, 3 days in a row now. But it speaks to the quality of the razor head, the good blade, excellent soap. Checking lines here. Okay, good. All right, so go with theirs. Getting low, but I got other scents in the fridge. Plus, this is readily available at my grocery stores, which is nice. In the health food and that area, your vitamins, your stuff like that. Let that dry out a little. Then go with a little fine fresh vetiver, which is just alcohol, water, fragrance, and menthol. This is no skin food whatsoever, so we will be chasing it with a bit of a balm. Plus, this stuff is pretty strong, so you only need a dab. And of course, best bargain balm on the market, coming in at roughly $5 on average. The Aqua Velva Sensitive 5-in-1 aftershave balm. All right, we're done. Thanks for watching. Be safe on the roads out there if your weather is inclement, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, drink and drive. Watch out for schools on these school buses. Cheers, good brothers and good sisters. Too sweet to all my nerds out there. And I will see you in the next video.